What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Dad Planet. It is Brendan here. Welcome to Money Monday. So we're going to take 10 items and just yank them from the eBay catalog. Items that have sold probably within the last day or two, over $500 in most cases. Items that are going to make you go, holy you know what. So a little bit of housekeeping here. If you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. If you have a bolo that you have sold for over $500, used item in most cases, that made you go, holy, you know what, send it to me, and I may feature it on the segment. dadplanetofficial@gmail.com. 10 monster bolos. Let's get into it. Here's the first one up on the screen. So, Creed Aventus Men's Cologne. Now, around 2015, this cologne, by the way, was sold in Neiman Marcus. They changed their formula. The new formula doesn't smell like the old formula. They're saying it's a watered down version of it. So that one doesn't really have a ton of value. But if you can get your hands on the old formula, you're going to make an absolute ton of money. So look, $2,000 on that one. This is the same listing. Maybe it was relisted. It looks like it resold 4 days later. This here, from 2016, a spray, looks like it sold on best offer around 600. Here's another one, 350. Here's another one, 875. And again, I can't check the actual sold prices because the function that used to show those doesn't seem to be working anymore. So we kind of have to guess. But if you look at these prices, all best offers, all huge, way, way, way more than I could have ever anticipated. $2,000 if you can find this one here from 2014. That is just nuts. Keep your eye out for it. Let's move on to the next one. Bose. No kidding, right? But if you find the Bose Aviation A20, you're going to make money. It is a guaranteed sale. Look at this one. 2 bids, 720. Again, they made a mistake. Always do buy it now on an item like this. There's no need to bid it up because it's going to sell for around in between $500 and $1,000 every single time you find it. $750 brand new. That's a steal to me. Best offer $425. This one was bid up new up to almost $1,000. Bose Aviation A20, slam dunk, huge, huge money. Let's move on to number 3. So, did you know that George Magazine was a bolo? Look it up. Look it up right now. Go search George Magazine. You'd be surprised. The issue you want to look for in particular is February 1997, a survival guide to the future, JFK Jr. This was bid up to $2,800. It is not an anomaly. $2,800 here, $3,000 here with 35 bids. $2,500 for a lot, it looks like. Pretty good. This issue alone right here, $3,550. If you don't know, now you know. George Magazine, bolo, look it up. We're moving on to number 4. Paul Stankard. I have no idea who this guy is, but apparently he sells paperweights for an absolute ton of money. This one sold for $695. Wonderful looking piece, I guess. And yeah, here are the rest of them. Best offer for $899. This one, $1,400. One down here, $1,650. Check your auction houses, people. Go to those estate sales. These are going to be floating around. So yeah, Paul Stankard. I didn't know. I just learned about him. Maybe you have too. We're going to move on to number 5. So $645 for a baseball bat. Almost October. Normally, this would be World Series time as we approach October, but with the pandemic, things are getting crazy. People are still spending money on bats that they absolutely want. This is a Demerini CF Zen from 2017. This is not the only bat that is a bolo for Demerini. There are plenty of bats that sell for $200, $300, $400 and above range used, as you can see right here. This one here, there's a CF Zen. One bid for $375. Here's another 2017, just like the one we looked at before, that took a bid for $450. But here again, $200, $250, $100 here on this one. This is a 2019 model. The older the better. Here's another 2017, $370. They're making a mistake when they choose auctions. Do it, buy it now. Put that thing up for $700. Put it up for $750. Let it sit for a couple of weeks longer, and then get paid. So yeah, we'll move on to the next one. Hey, if you're not paying attention, pay attention. baseball cards, football cards, basketball cards, wrestling cards. The market has returned. Who in a million years would have thought all of those cards that you just burned or tossed away are coming back? Huge, huge value. 1982 wrestling card, Hulk Hogan. This is number 2 in this series. Graded at near mint, sold for $2,250. That is an insane amount of money for one card with a picture of a dude's face on the front of it with some statistics on the back that are all fake. That is crazy. I know, it's a male soap opera. I get it. We need our thing too. But yeah, and I'm a Hulk Hogan fan. I'm not a hater. Like, it's all good, or at least I was back in that day. But yeah, cards in general, making a comeback. Even the Garbage Pail Kids cards. Don't believe me? Check the next one. A 1985 Dead Ted, graded at Gem Mint for $650. Now, the grading matters. So if you get a card that is valuable or it is in demand, you would do yourself much, much better to have it graded, because if you were to take this card out, I'm making an assumption here, it's probably worth half, if that, if you don't have it graded. If you do have it graded, here again, $650. So getting it graded by a reputable house matters when it comes to price. But cards in general are back. Wrestling, Garbage Pail Kids, Pokemon. I just saw a Pikachu sell for $720. That was also graded. I mean, the market is insane. Who would have thought that that would come back? It is back. Go dig through your cards. Have your kids dig through your old cards. Get your money. We'll move on to the next one. Now, Chuck E. Cheese. Chuck E. Cheese is closing a ton of stores. The pandemic is hitting them hard. I'm going to make a bet and say in the next 12 months, they're shutting it down for good. No one's going back to Chuck E. Cheese. That business is going to go completely underneath, and everything that is of value in Chuck E. Cheese are the hangings on the walls, some of the games for sure, obviously the costumes. This one here from 1990, bid up to $10,000. It is a bolo. I can almost guarantee you that if you find a costume that was used in store, whether it's Chucky or any of the other characters, you're going to get over $1,000 for it no matter what. The key is, how do you negotiate finding that item before the stores all close down or before it goes to liquidation? And that is something that we will talk about at a future date, because I predict, like I said, that place is going to go completely out of business. That is going to disappear as a brand, unfortunately, because I have fond childhood memories from it as well. But yeah, they're going out. You can get a costume. For sure, you're going to make a ton of money. But the wall hangings, that is a bolo as well. Anything that you can get legally inside the store, you're going to make a lot of money if it was hanging on a wall. All right. John Lobb. Did you know he was a bolo? Look him up. He's a bolo, for sure. $550 for this pair of shoes. Here you go, just in case you didn't believe me the first time. $761 on that one. Best offer here, $400. A pair of suede loafers for $125, best offer. John Lobb, shoe bolo. If you didn't know, now you know. Get into the stores, see if you can find it. We're gonna move on to the last one for Money Monday for today, and that is Sebo canister vacuums. This is the Airbelt E3. This was also sold, I believe, on a best offer for $550. Interesting to note that this was the seller's first sale, or one of the first sales that they had. But Sebo canister vacuums. Here's a D4, $450, $399. Here's the item that we are looking at right now, $450. This is an easy one for all of the thrift stores to miss, ladies and gentlemen, because they're big and they're bulky and they oftentimes don't want to ship these type of items. So there you have it. 10 huge Money Monday bolos. Hopefully some stuff you've never seen before. If you liked the video, please leave me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment. Make sure you are subscribed. We're going to try to do this every Monday. And get off your chairs. Stop watching me. Go to the stores. Go to the estate sales. Go to the auctions and find these things. Got it? Excellent. Thanks so much. We'll see you in the next video.